Good morning everybody. It's been a few weeks now since I filmed the last clips, but we're now into June and we are fast approaching the sort of dates where the garden room is going to be delivered. So today is the day where we start kind of like prepping the ground properly and just trying to do the base. So this morning we've had a delivery of, I've forgotten what it's called again.
A plate compactor.
A plate compactor, yeah. One of those things that they basically use to compact the ground just to make it a little bit more solid. So this is what it looks like. There it is, lovely jubbly. We've gone for an electric one only because it's like half the weight basically, because I think it's like 40 kilos or something like that, whereas is it the petrol one? Was it petrol?
Petrol one was 81 kilos.
81 kilos.
48 kilos.
Which, yeah, so okay, that one's 48 kilos. The petrol one would have been 81 kilos, which, oh wow, that would have been extremely heavy to move. And I don't think we could have managed that ourselves very easily. But yeah, as you can see, it's all starting to happen. Simon's doing some extra bit of weeding. Hello, Simon.
Hello, everybody.
And yeah, I'm just going to film the progress basically that we make. Hopefully make quite a lot today. The first thing that we're going to do is actually this bit here. So Simon's put some wood down to sort of roughly mark out the 3 meters and where roughly it's going to go. But that bit, the bit closest to me, is a bit low down, so we're just going to chuck some of this big pile of mud and sand and stuff like that back on to it, just to bring up the level a bit before we use the compactor on it, just to basically make sure it's a level surface for us to build it on. Right, so we've almost compacted it all. Simon's just trying to level the edges in the corners just to make sure it's level, obviously. So he's doing that right now. Hello.
Oh, hello, sorry. Yes,
It is mostly level, isn't it?
just a little hard.
Actually, it's a lot easier than we thought it was going to be, I think. Isn't it? No, it is. I don't know why we thought it was going to take days to do this.
Well, it depends how finicky you want to be with it all, isn't it? You need to get,
Yeah.
need to get out. Got to get out.
Got to get what out?
There's a stone which I think Oh, it's spinning.
It's just concrete, probably. Yeah, so I think we're making very good progress so far. So, won't be long. What?
For amateurs.
For amateurs, yes. So it won't be long and we'll be able to get all the grids down and start filling it with gravel. Well, good news, it seems to all be level. Simon's just been leveling the corners or checking the corners so that each corner is level to the other corners. Does that even make sense? So thankfully, good news is that it's all level. So this is what we're currently looking like. There's the four corners kind of in place, but we're gonna like start one end, put a line of all the what are they called, grids.
No.
There they are.
Barrier first.
Oh yeah, forgetting, I'm forgetting. I'm gonna put the weed suppressant sort of stuff down first now, and then once we've done that, we're gonna start layering up all of these grids. I'm gonna work from one end and go all the way along because they all slot together until we get to the other end. So I think we're kind of finished with that machine, aren't we? Yeah, as fun as it was, it's all done with much quicker than we expected. Right, let's get on and do this weed suppressant. Right, now that we've done the grid and the weed suppressant, it's time to start filling it all up with gravel. So Simon's just currently lugging a few bags of gravel through from, we picked it all up from before. Oh, he's tipping it straight in. Fair enough. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit of that now. Basically, we just need to like fill the grids. They're not very big, they're not deep. We just need to fill them to the top so that it's all nice and flat on the top. But the gravel allows the water to, you know, go through into the ground. But also it just sort of helps to steady what you're putting on top of it for a base. And also makes it a little bit heavier as well. So let's get on and do some of that. Hello, good morning, well afternoon. We're on day 2 now of doing the base for the garden room. It was a very wet night and morning, so we haven't done anything really. We wanted to let everything dry out a little bit more before we start moving shifting any more gravel and things about really. But we are back on it this afternoon. There's not too much to go, thankfully. Just going to fill up the rest of the grids and then hopefully, I don't know, rake it over or brush it over or something just to make sure it's all completely level, and then we are pretty much done. We'll be ready for the garden room. Exciting! I'm also cooking a roast dinner currently because I was supposed to do it yesterday, but we wanted to get the bulk of the work and things done yesterday out of the way, so I just switched to tea. We did tea yesterday and roast dinner today instead, so obviously my time is also going to be taken up with some of that, so a bit limited on what I can do. Just to do little bits here and there whenever I get the chance. Simon's filled a few bags. I think he's filled 5 or 6 bags with gravel from out the front, because eventually we're going to get rid of that. So it seems silly to buy extra gravel to then also get rid of the gravel out the front. So we're just making the most of using that. So yeah, we're going to get on now. He's just gone to pick Rebecca up from school. He'll be back in a minute and then we'll get started. Right, I'm trying to stand in the kitchen because it's kind of windy. Well, actually it's quite windy out. But that is basically it done. Obviously there's bits of the weed suppressant stuff sticking out around the edges, but we're just going to leave them there for the time being. And just get the garden room up when it arrives. And then figure that out later, like cut it off or bury it, or I don't know what we're going to do with it. But no, actually that was not as bad as I was expecting at all. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching this video. All in all, it was fairly straightforward and easy. So yeah, those grids are definitely easy to use. And I guess, you know, for like a semi-permanent type of structure, rather than like a concrete base or something like that, we can, I say easily, you know, it's more easily removable, I guess, than concrete would be. Probably better for the environment, I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, definitely worth doing if you're thinking of putting up a garden room or a shed or something like that. It was worth considering those grids, I would say. Hopefully it will last a long time. I'm very much hoping so. But we will see you and when we put the garden room up. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye!